This sounds like a bit of a piss take, to be quite honest. Am I the asshole for not allowing my girlfriend to be a stay-at-home mum to her kids? I'm a 28-year-old male and I've been dating this girl Amy who's 29 since May 2022. We met through a mutual friend and things have been going pretty well up until a few days ago. Amy has 2 kids from a previous relationship, twin boys that are 7 years old now. I get along great with them. Amy and I were starting to discuss moving in together and how that would all work with the kids. Things didn't seem like a problem until she asked if we can find a place that I can afford to pay rent on my own in case she becomes a stay-at-home mum. I asked in what instance she would become a stay-at-home mum when we weren't planning on having any more kids and I got a vasectomy 2 years ago that she knows of. She said it's always been her dream to be a stay-at-home mum for her kids and her boys would benefit a lot from always having her home. She said she knows it would be a lot for me to take on, but she would appreciate if we could talk about it and possibly make it happen as soon as we move in together. We discussed it and I told her I'm honestly not comfortable with the idea of being a sole breadwinner for a 4-person household. I could afford rent on my own, but groceries, bills, stuff the kids would need, etc. And if I could make it work, that would leave nothing for saving. I also said the boys are in school most of the day, and although I agree that any child would greatly benefit from having a parent available 24/7, I don't think it's a necessity, and I think you are correct. This sounds like a bit of a piss take, to be quite honest. I mean, I can understand her maybe wanting to take potentially a part-time job, maybe less hours, maybe working on a school schedule. That makes sense, but to expect you to take on full responsibility financially for her and her kids, I think is a pretty tall order. I also told her I'd be stressed out having them all rely on me. She says she understands and that's fine. We didn't speak about it again. I got a call from her mum like a week after I had this discussion with her. Her mum started the conversation sweet enough before getting to the point. She asked why I decided to date a single mother if I'm not willing to step up for her and her kids. To be honest, that kind of pissed me off. I didn't know deciding to be a single mother meant I'd have to happily be financially responsible for them all. Well, dating a single mother means that you have decided to be a father. That's a fact. If you're dating her seriously and you're saying that you want to move in together, that means you've decided to take the father role in her children's life. But the conversation over whether or not she should be a stay-at-home mum is a completely different conversation that will be had whether you are dating a single mother or whether you are the father to her children. It's a separate conversation. I told her with all due respect, this is between me and Amy. I said Amy won't have more kids because she's with me and this is her only chance of being completely devoted to her kids. And although I can't easily afford it, I'm being stingy because I simply can't be bothered to make a sacrifice. Her mum can just literally take a seat. She can sit the fuck down and mind her own business. If she really wants her daughter to be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother, stay-at-home girlfriend, why doesn't she financially support her so she can do so? That's not your responsibility. Like I said, even if you are married and those kids are yours, it doesn't mean you are taking on the obligation to support her whole household on one paycheck.